there is a good ground for what happened. Russia is behaving not humanly, not in civilized way in the Middle East, causing a lot of death and supporting the bloody Assad regime. At the same time, it's committed something that could be eligible for war crimes and crimes against humanity. And such an act was welcomed by a lot of Muslim people as a revenge, and the only possibility how to strike back to the Russians. And actually, even in Ukraine, there were some voices who, in support of such an action, because Ukraine under the Russian aggression, and it was seen as an act of revenge. But as a civilized country, we should rule out any such an idea. We should condemn such a thing. It's not a good thing to kill diplomats, neither kids or women. But what is important, this gentleman was representing the aggressive power, the Putin state. At the same time, Turkey has its own ambassador in Moscow, and I believe it would not be the right thing for the Russians to offend somehow the representative of their nation. It's one thing. Second thing, the killing of an ambassador could not change the history. There is no possibility for Putin's regime to shift his targets or his approaches towards the Syrian conflict. So he will carry on, given the fact that the Russians are not valuing the human rights and human life. So the policy of Kremlin will be the same way. And possibly the only thing that will be changed is the security procedures and security guarantees for the ambassadors, Russian ambassadors abroad. None of the Russian citizens nor diplomats are immune for any terroristic acts on the third countries' territories with regard to the activities of Russia in the Middle East and in some other parts of the world. Even in Chechnya, some recent actions could be linked to the anger among the Muslims with regard to the actions and inhumane actions of Putin in Syria. From the other hand, it's not a time for war between the two countries. I mean, not the hot war, but diplomatic as well. They got a lot of tasks to complete together with regard to the Syrian issue, with regard to other regional issues. So it's more important for Moscow and Ankara to trade, to have deals between each other, rather than to have cold or the hot war as well.